employers are rapidly trying to figure out, here's where I can't do this, here's where I have to do this, here's where I might want to do this, which if you're a multi-state employer, can be really convoluted. And when you're trying to create a patchwork, that is always hard to implement. You're trying to do what you think is fair to all employees, recognizing that you can't do the same thing for all employees because Oregon wants you to do one thing and Montana's over here telling you not to do anything. And in fact, you are prohibited from doing anything. So it always makes me think of, drafting data breach notification letters. You can't draft one because Massachusetts wants you to tell nothing about what happened and everybody else wants you to tell everything about what happened. There is no such thing as one letter or the lowest common denominator. So this idea that we can go to the strictest standard, the lowest common denominator, what is that? There is no such thing when in fact what you have are mutually exclusive things that can't happen at the same time. So it makes it really complicated. I think what we've done, we both have our own internal employees thinking about people that work for Allegis Group and its operating companies, and then our temporary employees that we place at client sites. So when you get into that, that explodes the world even more to every employer and what they might be doing. And we place people in healthcare, and we place people in manufacturing sites, and then we place people in more traditional office settings. And each of those different client bases are having different reactions to what's happening. So we not only have to think about it for ourselves, we have to make sure that we're sending our contract employees into a space that we understand what the requirements are, that we've prepared them for that as we go look to recruit for the talent for that particular profile, for whatever it is that that client needs, that we understand what the workplace is going to be like, because that person's got to know you're going to have to present perhaps proof of vaccination status. So that's an additional element in recruiting for the job that you've now got to deal with that we've honestly never really had to deal with before, right? You might have had a fitness for duty and you lift. Are you able to work around the following chemicals? Like this has now been added to that sort of OSHA list in a way to think about where people are willing to work. And then it requires a lot of communication between us and our clients to make sure that we understand what their posture is. Are they using an app? Are they using technology? If so, how is that data being handled? Are they expecting us to collect that data and then share it with them, making it even more complicated if we weren't otherwise going to require it for ourselves? So those are the kinds of things that I think we're starting to see. And again,